Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most profound ideas in Stoic philosophy, a quote by the great Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius. There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. What does this mean? How can it change the way you see the world? And most importantly, how can you apply it to your life to find peace, clarity, and resilience? Stick around, because this video is going to challenge the way you think. Literally, it means that things in life are not inherently good or bad. Rather, our perception and interpretation of them shape their meaning. This idea aligns with Stoic philosophy and modern cognitive psychology, which emphasize that our thoughts determine how we experience reality. How can this change the way you see the world? Less emotional reactivity. When you realize that your judgments, not external events, cause your suffering, you gain emotional control. Instead of instantly labeling something as bad, you can pause and consider different perspectives. Greater acceptance. Understanding that good and bad are subjective helps you accept life's ups and downs with less resistance. Freedom from external circumstances. Instead of being at the mercy of events, you recognize that your response shapes your experience. How to apply this for peace, clarity, and resilience. Practice neutrality. When something bad happens, ask yourself, is this truly bad, or is it just different from what I expected? Reframe challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as misfortunes, view them as learning opportunities. Detach from labels. Rather than calling a situation terrible, describe it neutrally, e.g., this is unexpected, or this is challenging, but I can handle it. Mindfulness and awareness. Notice your automatic judgments and challenge them. Are they helpful or just habitual? By applying this mindset, you can find inner peace, see things more clearly, and develop resilience in the face of life's uncertainties. Does this idea resonate with you? Let's start with a story. Imagine two people stuck in traffic. One is furious, honking, yelling, and stressing out. The other is calm, listening to music and enjoying the moment. Same situation, but completely different experiences. Why? The difference between these two people is not the traffic, it's their mindset. One lets external events control their emotions, while the other practices the Stoic principle of a more fatty, loving and accepting fate as it comes. The Stoics teach that we don't control external circumstances. We only control how we respond. Seneca reminds us, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. The person honking and shouting is suffering twice, once from the traffic and again from their reaction to it. Meanwhile, the calm person understands that their anger won't clear the road. They accept the situation, adapt, and maybe even find joy in it. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This wisdom is timeless. In every challenge, we have a choice: to resist and suffer or to embrace and grow. The traffic isn't ruining their day. Their thoughts are. And through Stoicism, we can train ourselves to choose peace over frustration, presence over impatience, wisdom over impulse. So the next time life puts you in a situation beyond your control, ask yourself, am I honking at the traffic, or am I listening to the music? This is the essence of Marcus Aurelius' quote. It's not the events themselves that are good or bad. It's how we interpret them. And once you understand this, you hold the key to transforming your life. Now let's break this down. Marcus Aurelius was a Stoic philosopher, and Stoicism is all about mastering your mind. It teaches that while we can't control everything that happens to us, we can control how we respond. Think about it. Losing a job, it's not inherently bad. It could be an opportunity to start something new. A breakup? Painful, yes, but it could lead to personal growth and self-discovery. Even something as simple as rain on your wedding day. It's not good or bad until you decide how to feel about it. Here's the thing. Our brains are wired to label things as good or bad. It's a survival mechanism. But in the modern world, this often leads to unnecessary stress and anxiety. Yeah, that's a very Stoic way to look at it. The Stoics believe that external events aren't inherently good or bad. It's our judgment that assigns those labels. Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca all emphasize the idea that suffering comes from our perception, not the event itself. In today's world, where we're constantly bombarded with news, social media, and external pressures, this survival mechanism often backfires. Instead of helping us avoid danger, it creates unnecessary stress and anxiety. Stoicism teaches that by stepping back and questioning our automatic reactions, we can regain control over our emotions and focus on what truly matters. The Stoics believe that by changing our perspective, we can find peace in any situation. And this isn't just ancient wisdom. Modern psychology backs it up. Cognitive behavioral therapy, for example, is all about reframing negative thoughts. So, how can you apply this in your life? Let's talk about 3 practical steps. Step 1, pause and observe. When something happens, don't react immediately. Take a moment to observe your thoughts. Ask yourself, why am I labeling this as good or bad? Step 2, reframe the situation. Challenge your initial judgment. For example, if you're stuck in traffic, instead of thinking, this is terrible, try, this is a chance to listen to my favorite podcast. Step 3, focus on what you can control. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our own actions and attitudes, not external events. You can't control the traffic, but you can control how you spend that time. These small shifts in thinking can have a huge impact. They help you stay calm under pressure, find opportunities and challenges, and live a more fulfilling life. The perception of good or bad is often subjective and shaped by our mindset. The statement you shared highlights the power of small shifts in thinking. How we interpret situations can significantly influence our emotions, decisions, and overall well-being. By reframing challenges as opportunities, we can reduce stress and increase resilience. For example, instead of seeing a setback as a failure, viewing it as a learning experience can lead to growth and improvement. This mindset helps maintain a sense of control, keeping us calm under pressure and allowing us to make better choices. Ultimately, whether something is good or bad often depends on our perspective. What seems like a negative event today might lead to something beneficial in the future. Training our minds to see the bigger picture and focus on potential benefits can lead to a more fulfilling life. Now, I want to hear from you. What's a situation in your life where changing your perspective made all the difference? Share your story in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you're new to Stoicism, I highly recommend reading Marcus Aurelius' Meditations. It's a timeless guide to living with wisdom and resilience. I'll leave a link to my favorite edition in the description. Before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. And if you found this helpful, share it with a friend who could use a little Stoic wisdom in their life. Remember, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond. So, take a deep breath, reframe your thinking, and embrace the power of perspective. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.